20 years, and we've got 25 employees. Most of them have been with me for 10 to 20 years, and we were awarded a government contract in 2009, so the federal government represents about 80% of our revenue, so they're by far our largest customer. So needless to say, when I got the news a week ago Tuesday on my phone that the government was shutting down, I said, uh-oh, this is not going to be good for us. So,
yeah. And not only do you not get new business, but you've billed for business that you've done, but you're not getting paid for business that you've completed.
That's exactly right, Sue. So I came into the office the day after the shutdown was announced, and you could hear crickets. Phones weren't ringing. We were calling customers, and they weren't there. 800,000 people had been sent home, and many of them were our customers. So, yeah, we came to a screeching halt, unfortunately, the day after the shutdown was announced.
How are your employees doing? Because as you mentioned, they're longtime employees. You're a small company, so I'm assuming that you have deep relationships with those employees. How are they faring?
Yeah, this has been a tough time, Sue. Yeah, they're family to us. There's no question about that. So I've got a husband and wife that work for me. They've got 4 children. He's driving around on a car with a spare tire because he can't afford to buy another tire on unemployment benefits. I've got a woman who works for me with an autistic child. She's asking me how much longer can this go. I don't know if I can care for my child on part-time wages. So it's just been heartbreaking for us. Something's got to change.
You know, how do you plan as a business person? It's great to have a long-term government contract like the one that you had when all things are working normally. But how do you, as a business person, plan for, or can you plan for this type of an event?
Well, in the 20 years I've been in business, Sue, I thought the government would be our best customer, and they have been historically a terrific partner for us. They pay their bills, they buy product, they're constantly working, so we never ever thought that we would see this kind of a day coming where they would shut down. And it's interesting because I was listening to the radio on the way in, and I heard one of our elected officials talking about 83% of the government is open and really trying to minimize what's going on to the American public. I want to set the record straight. The government's closed. They are not doing business. There are no transactions being done with the government right now. So it's been a very challenging time for us.